Hello friends, it's voiceover Kaylee here. I hope all of you have been doing really well and that you've been staying safe and staying hydrated and all that jazz. Welcome to a sketchbook tour. Please grab a drink, your favorite beverage, and let's get down to business. Here I am just making matcha. And then this was actually from the first time I filmed this. Fun fact, this was my third recording of it. I'm not talking about the voiceover, I'm talking about the actual footage. It was really infuriating. I kept having tech issues, but anyway, alas, here we are, and we're alive, and we're finally doing the voiceover for it, so that's fun. But yeah, so let's get started. So this sketchbook is actually a Moleskine that's from 2018 to 2021. Quite a few years. I often have like multiple sketchbooks at once, but this one I finally finished. I always write down my kidney as a reward, as a joke, but I think that it might be taken seriously by someone, and I'm kind of scared of that, so I might not do it in my next one. But yeah, I often write my kidney. Yeah, so I'm not really focused on the sketchbook. I might like pop in here and there to talk about it, but I kind of just want to do a random voiceover, just because why not? Sometimes it's fun when they don't connect and you kind of just like chatting with a friend, or you're, it's just a voice to listen to as you look at these drawings. But yeah, like I'll talk about it a bit, but like right now, like you'll see a lot of mushrooms. My first intention with the sketchbook was to do a lot of ecology and to kind of teach myself that, but I always end up getting like a month into teaching myself ecology and then I just don't continue it, and I don't know why, and I've done that so many times. Oh, this is Gentle Coast, and it's actually an Etsy shop, and she's from Canada, and they're amazing textiles that I love so much. So I'll tag her shop in the description. Anyway, so yeah, so this sketchbook was kind of based on ecology and just kind of like bringing it around and drawing. So that's why like this is live studies of goats that I had drawn from a Groovy Goat Farm back in Cape Breton. It's like a little soap shop, local soap shop. Oh my gosh, that was rough. Yeah, and then here I'm back to drawing plants and ecology. So like you'll see on the right page it's crowberries and on the left it's blueberries. It was from a hike and I was trying to identify berries at the time. Again, I haven't gone out much with anyone who's experienced with foraging, so I mean, aside from like one time, the other times I've kind of have to teach myself, and it's not really advised to do that. I haven't eaten anything unless like supervised, I guess, but yeah, so I'm not very successful in this department, but I draw, so anyway. And then, yeah, so a lot of this is like from live studies or from other images that I had taken, or just from like Pinterest, just practicing my body shapes. But yeah. Anyway, so I just want to catch up with you guys and let you know what's going on in my life, aside from the whole being away for kind of incognito. I can't talk today. When can I ever? Hopefully you don't hear me moving around. If you do, I apologize. But yeah, so I just wanted to catch up with you guys and let you know what's going on. And mainly, I've been kind of packing to move across the country. My plan is to be moving out west. I'm currently in Montreal and I want to live in Alberta, because I'm attracted to the mountains, and I think that moving and not being somewhere where I grew up is going to be very educational and will help me grow as a human being. I eventually want to travel and live maybe in Ireland or something, so that's the plan, and I'll be moving in March. So again, I don't know how often I'll be posting on here, but yeah. Also, yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out what to do with my art currently, and I'd love to be able to pick up tattooing. I think that's like my next step, is to create a tattoo portfolio and maybe like find someone who's willing to bring me on as an apprentice, and I can start doing that out west. I think that that'd be a fun skill to learn, and finally figure out a way to adapt my drawing so that it's easily tattooed. I think that would be a lot of fun. Anyway, so that's kind of the update with me. So yeah, we can go back to the sketchbook, I guess. Not very good with voiceovers, I apologize. Yeah, so this page is actually from Nova Scotia. It's a live drawing from, we're just skipping right over. Anyway, it's from Nova Scotia, and that chicken coop that you had saw was from my grandparents' place, and my grandfather had built it. And growing up, when I was visiting them, we'd go to the chicken coop and we would collect eggs, and it was all a lot of fun, and I miss it terribly, and I miss my family out there. And yeah, it's a lovely memory. So I like how I had drawn it in my sketchbook, so it can always bring me back to that memory. Yeah, a lot of this is like kind of Nova Scotia based, and then also drawing from life. A lot of nature themes, I guess. I love mushrooms, if you couldn't tell already. There's a lot of mushroom pages. And chickens. Love chickens. Ooh. So this is actually from when I went out west for the first time, and I was drawing the mountains from life as my friend drove. I was in the passenger seat with my feet up on the dashboard, just drawing away, which was a lot of fun. These drawings are from old photographs from my parents' collection of photos. And this is just people drawing, just drawings of random people from photos that aren't my photos, I should add. A little poem. I try to dip my feet in poetry, like I do try occasionally, and I find it a very challenging art. I'm very dysfunctional with my words. But once I sit down to think about them, I can be kind of coherent. Not always great, but yeah, we try. We definitely try. This was just a really quick study compared to the other drawings. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, again, more people. There is kind of some common themes throughout the sketchbook. This page, I was just really frustrated, so I just put pictures on it. Not much. There's really not much visuals on here other than a horse. Horse vibes. This was a concept for a painting that I didn't end up doing because it felt very anamorphic. I can't say things. We're just gonna skip over the word, but I wasn't vibing with it. Maybe I can visit it later. Oh, this is my favorite drawing of mushrooms I foraged in New York at my friend's cottage. It was a lot of fun, and you'll see in blue graphite that I was writing descriptions about them and what I was seeing, and learning how to identify through that as well. This was Inktober of 2018, I believe. I was trying to do little thumbnails, but I didn't end up finishing it, and I was kind of sad about it. But at the same time, I think I was overly busy, so I didn't do it. This page was just from the museum. I was doing live drawing. Yeah, kind of boring. And this is just exploring shapes and textures. I said I was just going to do an over voice of just random things, and I just go on about the sketchbook. So yeah, this is a drawing kind of reflecting insomnia. The note from my grandmother has nothing to do with this page. It's just, and she's still alive, by the way. I know it seems morbid, but I just wanted her handwriting in my sketchbook. I really love this spread. I love how minimal it is. Kind of evokes emotion as well. That's just a description that I had written for the lovely figure with the fish on his head. This is a weird page that I just didn't want to look at anymore. Practicing moths, but also practicing my texture with pen. I found that why am I pronouncing things so weirdly? I found that I need to work on my textures, so that's why I did that. And yeah, that's kind of the sketchbook. I hope that you enjoyed it and that this brought you some insight into my little brain. And yeah, so that's kind of all. That's all I have to say. Have yourselves an amazing rest of the week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you for watching, and ciao.